Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. As you guys can see on the screen right now, I finally got the Urban MDR. If you guys have been watching my streams, you guys know I've been trying to get this gun for a shit ton of time now. Honestly, to be really honest with you guys, the past like week or so, I've probably ran Lexington and opened a bunch of exotic caches. If you wanted a legit answer on how many times I've probably ran Lexington, I know there's multiple missions you can get it from, but Lexington is like the best of both worlds because you can get different kind of exotics as well as weapons and gear as well. But I probably ran it 30 to 40 times in a like 3-day period. I know that might not be that much to you guys that run it like every single day, but for me that's a lot of times running that mission. And then yesterday I ran it literally 2 times. On the second time I got the Urban MDR to drop. And I was super happy. I was thinking about clipping it and putting this video, but it took a long time to find it, and it had like copyright stuff on it too, so unfortunately I wasn't able to put it in this video. But anyways, here's the build that I am running. Once again, there's a lot of different builds you can run with the MDR, but it all just depends on what kind of player you are. If you're the type of player like me where you're just like rushing and being in people's face, then you might use something like Sentry'S Call like I am. But if you're a little bit of a slower player and you like stacking and whatnot and being a very accurate person with this weapon, then it might be something like Strikers or anything else that you guys might have in mind as well. But for me right now, I think my favorite build is actually Sentry'S Call. Obviously you guys know the bonuses by now. You get that 30% accuracy. Obviously the weapon's not super inaccurate, but the 30% bonus is really helpful for this weapon. And then you get that extra 10% headshot damage. Then obviously you get that mark system with the Sentry'S Call as well. Now I'll go through all the pieces, and then I'll show you guys the actual weapon and all the talents that I have on it at the end of the video. But first off, starting on the mask, you guys will notice the reason why I'm also running Sentry'S Call is because I have a really good build. I have a lot of pieces that have really high armor, and they have really good rolls on them as well, and that's one of the main reasons why I'm running this build. But as you can see on the mask, 999 armor, just about basically max. Has really good stamina roll on it as well, and then obviously I decided to run critical hit chance on it as well. I might change that to skill power, I'm not exactly sure yet, but that's like on the 50-50 benchmark right there on whether or not I want to keep crit or if I want to put skill power on it. Next, going on to the knee pads. This is probably one of the worst pieces I have for this build. Only 1602 armor. This is like one of the very last pieces I got towards this build like 2 or 3 days ago, because I knew I was going to be making a build with this as soon as I got the Urban MDR, so I really wanted to get a pair of these Sentry'S Call knee pads. I think actually one of my viewers dropped these for me. I could be wrong, but like I said, 16,000 health is already pre-rolled on it, and then I just re-rolled shock resistance because I don't know, I just wanted to re-roll shock resistance. And then it has firearms on it, and once again 1602 armor. Going on to the holster, once again a really good piece for this build. Obviously, holster's at 994 armor, once again just about max. And then also this is another piece that I may or may not change. I may keep health just because this is sort of like a straight DPS damage build for this weapon specific, so I may change this for a reload speed. I'm not entirely sure yet, but for right now it's gonna stay health because I'm running a lot of health or stamina mods as well, because like I said, this is really built towards firearms. You can, as you guys see, I have 7,028 firearms, so just going into that. Sentry'S Call gloves, I have really good gloves too, 987. Then we have a really good roll for the firearms too, which is what I was wanting. And then we have both critical hits, and then also I decided to roll assault rifle damage on it as well. And then going on to the other 2 pieces that are solo, obviously this always stays the same. The Spec Ops bag, specialized with firearms on it, 1,305 armor on it. And then lastly we have the exotic Bulletproof vest, 1,982 armor. This is like my 3rd or 4th vest I had. This is just the best one that I have for like any build that I run in general, so this is the reason why I have this one. 1,390 firearms, which is pretty decent. Then we have the 16,000 health rolled on it, health on kill on it, which is pretty good. And then unfortunately we have an increased XP kill. I would have liked to have ammo capacity on it because I'm putting a lot of bullets down range with this MDR, but in a perfect world I guess we would have got ammo capacity, but unfortunately I have terrible luck on this game with this chest piece, so we got increased XP kill for now. Once again, like I said, since this build is all built around my DPS and my firearms, I decided to throw all stamina mods on my gear pieces. So usually you guys see me running like 50-50 of each, but in this case for this specific build, I am going to be running all stamina mods just for this. Going on to my weapons, I'll show you guys my MP7 first. This is actually a new one I got. Deadly, brutal, and responsive. This is from a blueprint, by the way, so if you guys are wondering where I got it, that's where I got it from. 16.3k base damage. Obviously, it'll be different for you guys if you guys have lower firearms or higher. I have 7,028, so unless you guys have like that exact thing, I guess you guys will have 16.3k. But unfortunately, we did get 19% critical hit. I would have liked to get 22 or 23%, but unfortunately, we got a lower end of it. 19% is what we ended up getting. Now, unfortunately, the urban MDR that I ended up getting, I'm not entirely sure like what the max base damage is for this. It's got to be something around like 50 or 51k base damage, because mine's just about at 50k. We did get 21% enemy armor damage on it, which is pretty good. It could have been worse, like at 18 or 19%. So I'm happy with 21% still. But the roll wise, unfortunately, we got really bad rolls. I think before I had responsive, I think it had like ferocious, and that obviously you guys see I have ferocious. I'm not really too big on that. I don't care about it because it takes a lot of electronics. But before my responsive was rolled on it, I think I had like determined or something. I had a really bad talent on there. I'm not entirely sure what it was on there, but it was unactive and it was worthless. And I decided to roll active or re-roll responsive so that it was active. I think I had unforgiving on it too, but I re-rolled it again for responsive because I'm gonna be really close to people shooting this gun as fast as I possibly can. And also the DPS will probably go up a little bit just because I haven't actually created a new extended mag. And mine's only at 108%, and the new one is 121%. So by the way, guys, if you guys have the blueprint where you guys are looking for new extended mags, make sure you guys go pick one up, because obviously the cap changed from like 109%, I think it was, yeah, 109% to 121%. So that'll raise your DPS up a little bit, and it'll make your magazine size bigger on your weapon as well. But yeah, guys, that is basically it. Once again, 474k DPS, 376k toughness, and then 115k skill power. Like I said, this is sort of like a DPS build. I'm gonna make another one with Sentry's Call soon, but this is my Strikers for now, or Sentry's Call. This is the Sentry's Call. I'm gonna make a Strikers one soon. But right now, I think Sentry's Call is my favorite build for this weapon specifically right now. It could change, but for right now, I think this is definitely my favorite build for this weapon. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did, drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And also, I'll be streaming update 1.6.1. Not that they really changed that much, but I'll be showing the loadouts and what kind of loadouts that I might be running for like Last Stand or Dark Zone or PvE. Make sure you guys come on and support the stream. I'll probably be streaming for a super long time because I have tomorrow off as well. So I'll probably be playing like all night. So if you guys are wanting to come grind with me and farm with me, or going Last Stand or Dark Zone, make sure you guys come to the stream and be live in about 30 to 35 minutes. So I'll see you guys there. Hopefully, I see you there. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.